Okay, this is number 41 on page 93. The question says, running an average rate of 6 meters per second. All right, so rate, we're going to start with that. Rate equals 6 meters per second. A sprinter ran to the end of the track. The sprinter then jogged back to the starting point at an average rate of 2 meters per second. So that's rate 1. Rate 2 equals 2 meters per second. The total time for the sprint and the jog back was 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So time equals 2 minutes 40 seconds. Find the length of the track. So we're looking for distance. Okay, so first thing I'm going to notice is that our rate is in meters per second for both of these, and our time is in minutes and seconds. So before I even start this problem, I want to convert the time. So 2 minutes is 120 seconds plus 40 seconds is 160 seconds. Okay, so this is what we're using for time. Now, we're looking for distance. We know a rate and a time. So we're going to use distance. So our track runner, here's our little person who's running. Woo, happy person. They run this way for 6 minutes, or 6 meters per second, so that's our rate. So distance equals 6 meters per second times some amount of time. Okay, and then she's gonna, or he, I don't know, and then he or she is gonna turn around and run back, or jog slowly back that way. So the distance equals 2 meters per second times some amount of time. Okay, time 2. We know that time 1 plus time 2 is going to equal 160 seconds, but we don't know how long those times are. We do, however, know that they've gone the same distance each time. So we have the same variable for distance. Time 1 and time 2 are obviously going to be different because when you're running faster, you're going to take less time. Okay, so why don't we solve our equations for our times? So time 1 equals distance over 6. Time 2 equals distance over 2. Okay, and now we can put our time 1 and our time 2 right here into this formula. So distance over 6 plus distance over 2 equals 160. Okay, so now we have a fraction. We want to solve it. We want to multiply by the least common denominator, which is going to be 6. So we have d plus, then if you distribute the 6 to right here, that becomes a 3. 3d equals 160 times 6, which is 960. So 4d equals 960. D equals 240. Okay, so our distance, we labeled it as just one way down the track, right? So this was our distance, so this is 240. Our question asked, find the length of the track, so it was one way. So it's 240 meters, because that's the unit that we're in.